Now from the 12 News I-Team, the town of Gilbert is taking action after a murder at a group home in April.
Our investigation found that police are being called to some group homes multiple times per month. And the I-Team's Erica Stapleton found that the town of Gilbert is changing their policing policy to try and tip the state off to any red flags before it's too late.
Mayor never wants to hear that there's a murder in her community.
The details are still tough for Gilbert Mayor Bridget Peterson to stomach. Group home resident Christopher Lambeth accused of bludgeoning another resident, Stephen Howells, to death back in April. Lambeth had been convicted of murder before for killing his grandparents more than a decade ago, and the group home where he'd been living, a behavioral health facility called Tilda Manor on Wild Horse Drive, is well known to Gilbert police.
Attempted suicides, there's been fights, there's been mental health issues.
We ran the numbers, and police were called to this Tilda Manor location 91 times over the past 4 years. And that doesn't even top the list. Some behavioral health group homes in Gilbert had more than 200 police calls in the past 4 years, some averaging multiple calls a week.
Anytime the PD is spending time at a home like this, or recovery residence, they're not able to be out on the streets for other things that are going on in our community.
Right now, there's no rule that law enforcement has to report calls for service to Arizona's Department of Health Services. But now Mayor Peterson says her department will be doing that.
And hopefully we can be an extension of their department here in our community and keep an eye on these homes and these residents for them.
Gilbert can't act on its own. For months, neighbors have been pushing for the home to be shut down. But the town's hands are tied due to state and federal housing laws. Only the state can shut the home down. And in this case, following the murder, ADHS has filed to revoke Tilda Manor's license. When does ADHS want to hear from law enforcement when it comes to homes like these?
A lot of the times those 911 calls are perfectly appropriate for local law enforcement or for fire to take a look at. They may be issues that aren't within the licensure realm.
For the past 6 months, we've been trying to talk to the state about all of this. The state says it can't talk specifics about the murder case. But Colby Bauer with ADHS did sit down with us. He oversees licensing for group homes as part of his job. Who do you think is responsible for ensuring people are safe in these homes?
By Arizona law, it's the folks that actually run the homes. Ultimately, the licensees are responsible.
The state's investigation found more than 20 violations at Tilda Manor after the murder, and that staff members broke protocol by leaving Lambeth inside, unsupervised, with 8 other residents. In an email statement, Tilda Manor told 12 News its staff acted, quote, reasonably under the extreme circumstances. Tilda Manor is also appealing the intent to revoke in a hearing set for next month. In the meantime, they're still able to operate.
There should be no question that it should shut down.
In Gilbert, Erica Stapleton, 12 News.